Hello and welcome back everybody to Everlasting Summer. Okay, here's the deal. Here is my problem with this decision. If it said, I think you would look good in it, I'd definitely take it. But gorgeous? I'd never say that. Really, I would rather bite off my right leg. Well, probably not, but you know where I'm coming from. It's like gorgeous is so over the top. On the other hand, they danced together a little. And she squeezed her boob against his arm, just saying. So they have some intimacy, they are intimate. Ha. But on the other hand, yeah, really, like, gorgeous is so over the top. So over the top. On the other hand, I don't want to be, like, not nice to Lena. I would kind of feel bad then. But if it was me, I'd probably say rather just asking than you would look gorgeous in it. It would suit you well. It would look good on you. It would fit you. I don't know. Anything. But gorgeous? Jesus. No. I'm going to regret this. Just asking. Hopefully this wasn't a very important decision. We were quiet for some time. How's your headache? Much better, thank you. She smiled. I'll be off. Good luck. Well, at least she's not angry with me or anything. Lena went out and I continued to look through the magazine. After a while, somebody knocked at the door again. Seems that the infirmary is the most popular place to go. Suddenly, I decided to roleplay as a nurse, just a male version, and said, "Come in." The door opened and Uljana entered the room. Wow, did I miss the moment when you decided to start knocking? Anything wrong with me knocking? She frowned. Where does it hurt? Why on earth would I tell you? Where's the nurse? Right in front of you. I imposingly crossed my legs and looked questioningly at her. I'd better go. I'd better be to die than be treated by you. She smiled mischievously. You didn't even let me try. Uljana thought for a moment. Though you could give me some pills. Wow. I'm no drug dealer. Say no to drugs in the Soviet Union. What's bothering you? It took her some time to reply. A heavy stomach. Sure, it's not an empty head. That was a good one. I have to say, Semyon, you really have some good ones. I muttered under my breath. What did you say? Nothing, give me a second. I found the pills in the first drawer I opened. Thank you, doctor. She smiled cheerfully. Watching Uljana, I could not imagine how such an optimistic and active child could have any health problems. Overdose of stolen candies, right? Got food poisoning from the canteen. First of all, safe as usual. Then I'll probably say something like that. Just because it's more cocky. I start getting the fear that I'm on the But, you know, is she really a dating option? Hopefully she's not. I mean, as mentioned, I like energetic people. Whoops. I like energetic people. I have nothing against energetic people. I'm just not interested in music that much. So, overdose of stolen candy. She gave me a baleful look. No, I left everything for you. Uljana ran out of the infirmary and slammed the door. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh, so that was the wrong answer. But she's always so cocky. I just be cocky back. That's normal. I suppose. Again, I went back to studying Soviet fashion trends. Time passed, but the nurse was still absent. I wasn't searching for Shurik, wasn't looking for any clues concerning my situation. I was just sitting and flipping through a magazine. Just for a moment I felt quite satisfied with this situation. So far, everything that has happened here could be seen as just a trip to a summer camp. And if nothing changes anytime soon, then I can start worrying. Again somebody knocked on the door. Did I miss the outbreak of an epidemic? Hey! Slavia was standing at the doorway. Oh, hi, isn't the nurse here? Hi, no, she's not here. I'm taking over for today. Great. I'd like... She hesitated. What? By the way, Semyon, Slavia said and looked intently at me. Intimately, yeah. I'm always one step ahead of time, if you know what I mean. What? It seems like I lost my keys. Have you seen them anywhere? Sure I have. Yes, here. I found them near the canteen yesterday. I wanted to return them to you, but forgot about it. I was really bad at lying. My cheeks were red, my eyes were wandering around, and hands were constantly shaking. You're not even lying, though. He... Huh? He didn't lie. Did he do something wrong with those keys? Well, he didn't find them near the canteen, he found them in the canteen store, I remember that. But except for that, everything is totally fine. Here. I was already preparing myself for an appropriate scolding, but Slavia only took the keys and said, Thanks. So, what have you come for? I really needed to change the subject. Does anything hurt? No, it's nothing. Strange. Oh god, I have a feeling what's wrong. I wouldn't even think that such an open person as Slavia would keep something quiet. If there's something bothering you, tell me. That's why I'm here, to treat people. I'm a doctor. Yes. I smiled widely. No. I mean, yes, but no. Hearing that made anything possible, even division by 0. So, how can I help you? You? I guess you can't. She smiled and was going to leave, but suddenly stopped. However, could you step out for a minute? Why not? Okay. I stepped out of the infirmary and leaned against the wall. So, she definitely has some kind of ladies' problem. I wonder what might she be doing? What she might be doing? Is that the right... I'm not an English teacher. Something that I can't even see. Especially me. I am not an English teacher. After a minute, the door opened and Slavia came out. She was carrying a small bundle. Now, to be honest, right here, I really want to do the right thing. You know? I really want to do the right thing. But I have not the slightest clue what the right thing is. Well, obviously she doesn't want to talk about it. Obviously she doesn't want to talk about it. So should I not ask about the bundle? On the other hand, she's like such an open person and stuff. She's like the co-leader. But I don't want to embarrass her or something. You know what I mean? No, I don't. I probably get a bad end, like, I don't know, what's his name again? Semyon. Semyon fell into the abyss and vanished forever because he couldn't find a girl that likes him even a little bit. Because I have the distinct feeling, ask about the bundle is the question, is the answer the developer wants me to give if I want to get on Slavia's good side. But I think do not ask about the bundle is way more appropriate. Is it? I mean, I'm there instead of the nurse. I have to know what is taken and not taken. But that would mean I don't try. I'm overthinking things. No, I'm thinking about trust issues between me and Slavia. That's stupid. Okay, do not ask about the bundle. There we go. God damn it. So he just says good luck and she goes away. So it was probably the wrong choice. Damn you. Good luck, I shouted after her. Thank you. She gave me one of her sweet smiles before leaving. Oh, fuck. I looked at the time. It was getting late. I'd read the magazine backwards and forwards, but the nurse still wasn't here. Of course. Or I end up with Alisa. That is also possible. Like that, I'd rather fall into the abyss. Suddenly the door burst open and Alisa rushed inside. She looked at me piercingly. What are you doing here? Sitting, I admitted honestly. Okay then. It's even better without the nurse, she murmured. Are you sick? I asked acidly. Alisa didn't answer and came closer to me. Move over. Why? So I can open the drawer, isn't it obvious? What for? She got angry. None of your business. Well, I'm kinda in charge here. She gave it a moment's thought. And give me some activated carbon. Stomach ache? Yeah. She grinned sharply. I got the feeling there was something wrong here. No, I mean, even if it is Alisa, I'd still gave her the activated carbon. You know? I mean, it's not my fault when she's lying to me, it really isn't. But I still have the feeling that is the positive answer for Alisa. Well, I said I do what I would do in real life. And I do what I say. I hate myself. But you never know. What if she really has an ache? Okay. I reached into the drawer and got out a packet of activated carbon. Thanks. She wrested it from my hand and ran away. It was 15 minutes till dinner and the nurse still wasn't back. I guess just leaving the place like this won't do. She asked me to look after it after all. And who knows what might happen if I leave. Though, who would want to steal anything from here? Except for Alisa stealing activated carbon. I opened the magazine again and began flipping through it for the nth time. Okay, whatever N is. The fashions of the 80s weren't that fun anymore. Yawning got me several times. It was already 6 o'clock, so dinner has already started. Of course I had to be on the watch till the end, but my stomach seemed to have its own opinion on the matter. I stood up and steadily headed to the exit. A rustling sound came from behind the door. Could it be someone else who got poisoned, broke their arm, or something even worse? I sighed heavily and pulled the doorknob. However, there was no one out there. Seems it was just my imagination. I returned inside and instantly noticed that something had changed in the infirmary. To be precise, an apple had appeared on the table. But where from? Fruits just can't materialize from thin air by themselves, can they? Though in this camp everything is possible. Chances are someone just brought it here. Maybe Lena wanted to thank me. Given that she's all shy and... But wait! How could she just slip past me like that? Lena wouldn't climb through the window after all. So, there must be something else. I was suddenly overwhelmed by fear. What if the apple is poisoned? Though why would someone complicate things when I'm here totally helpless and can be killed way more easily? Or it might be the apple which Eve tasted in the Garden of Eden. Now you are ridiculous. We're in the Soviet Union here. We have freedom of religion, but there is no religion. It's as easy as that. In that case, I certainly shouldn't eat it. The same second my stomach reminded me it was there by rumbling traitorously. However, it would take time to close the infirmary, to reach the canteen, to get food. My stomach is about to eat itself. There is nothing wrong, I guess. Once again, I tried to remember if this apple was here before. In the end, it must have appeared from somewhere. Maybe it got here through the window. The shutter was slightly open, so someone must have reached in and put it here. Nothing serious, however. So what happens if you eat that carbon that I gave to Alisa? Does acid carbon make you shit? like, I don't know, like crazy? Is that a trick she's playing on me? I don't know. Acid carbon. If these fucking things had German names. You know what? Give me a sec. I'm going to Google that. I'm going to Google what acid carbon does. Or whatever it was called. Something like that. Okay, so now I know what active coal is, but I still didn't decide what to do. Well, fuck it. Eat the fucking apple. Maybe just someone wanted to be nice. And they are sad if I don't eat it. Ah, fuck it. I have eaten way worse shit in my life. Finally, hunger prevailed and I started chewing on the ripe green apple with gusto. Its taste seemed normal, though I don't think that even the strongest poison can be tasted. Well, it depends on the poison, really. But it's too late to think about that. It was time to go for dinner. What? You go to dinner after eating the apple? Huh? Man, boy, you make no sense, really. Along the way, I ran into an electronic. How's it going? Did you find Shurik? No, still no sign of him. Don't worry, we'll find him. I tried to cheer him up. Too much time has passed. I'll just keep on searching. What about dinner? No, finding Shurik is more important. He muttered thoughtfully. I left him at the crossroads and wished him good luck. Pioneers crowded in the doorway. I quickened my pace, trying not to be the last one on the line, at least for today. And I was lucky. In the far corner was an absolutely empty table. I took my dinner quickly and sat at the table. Tonight's dinner consisted of fruit soup and a pair of buns. This set surprised me at first, but the taste was actually nice. I concentrated on eating. Lena, let's go here. Look, three free chairs. Lena and Miko stood in front of me. Are these taken? Wondered Lena. No, take a seat. Of course, I wish you were alone. Thank you. Oh god, I totally forgot about you. As soon as Lena said that, Xenia jumped out from behind her back. I'll sit here. There are no places left, she said, putting a tray on the table and sitting down, not even waiting for my answer. Sure, make yourself at home, I muttered sorrowfully. What? Nothing. To tell the truth, I wanted to reduce the whole company to just Lena, though neither Miko nor Xenia were causing much trouble. Except one was too talkative and the other was too arrogant. But nevertheless, they were absolutely harmless, especially comparing to some others I could name. True, I actually like Miku, kinda. I'm just not into music. Oh, seems like I forgot my key. Don't worry, take mine. I was surprised by Miko's short reply. Do you live together? Of course, didn't you know? Together, our cabin is rearmost. I mean the farthest from here. I mean the last one. I wouldn't have been surprised if somebody told me that Lena lived with Slavia, or with Xenia at worst, even electronic. But silent and shy Lena, excessively talkative Miko as a pair, that's really a surprise. No, that usually works out pretty well, actually. Did you find Shurik? It's strange that Xenia is disturbed by someone's problems. No. Surely he is at the village buying cigarettes. Or vodka, she snorted. Village? At that moment, the conversation got much more interesting. Got a problem with villages? Xenia looked amazed. You mean there's a village nearby? I think so, she said uncertainly. I looked at Lena and Miku, but they were busy with their meals and did not pay attention to our conversation. You mean you don't know exactly? Why should I care? Xenia stared at her dish. But there must be something nearby. Listen. Listening? I don't know. Will you let me eat? Seems like I won't get anything from her. Though there is a chance that she really doesn't know. Unlikely. The remaining time was spent listening to Miku talking about some nonsense. Was just going slowly mad in silence. Obviously, the first thing I did after getting out after that was inhale a great breath of fresh air. The sun was setting. I decided to take a walk. Maybe the apple was for the nurse, actually. That's actually possible as well. I mean, whoever put it there, maybe Shurik, or I don't know, maybe that's what Shurik doing. Going on the quest to conquer the nurse's heart? I don't know. Well, we'll see. It's highly unlikely that I will find anything more exciting to do for the rest of the evening. That way, something interesting could arise quite unexpectedly. I was approaching the square when I heard a loud bang. It seemed like something had exploded. I was paralyzed. I am in a hostile environment. Not knowing the rules and laws of this place, it would be better for me to run. But at the same time, I was curious. Probably I would have just kept standing there, but somebody grabbed my hand. It was Olga. "Why are you standing here? Let's go and see what happened." "Can't you ever manage without me?" I begged her pitifully. "It shouldn't be anything serious. I hope." Yeah, he is really her errand boy, no doubt. When we came to the square, there was already a crowd of pioneers. Olga vigorously pushed through the crowd and approached the crime scene. Obviously, someone had tried to blow up Genda. Wow. But the attackers failed. The monument was still standing upright. There were only dim ash traces on the pedestal. Oh. Can you make whatever I gave Alisa explode? Well, shit. That happens if you're a goody two-shoes, two goody shoes, so how do you say that? I don't know, if you're too good for this world, like me and giving Alisa stuff. Maybe it wasn't her, I don't know. But I don't know, can you make something you take for stomach aches, you can make explode? Oh well, I mean, in chemical things, everything is possible. Well, who did this? She looked over the crowd of pioneers. Surely it wasn't done by an organized terrorist organization. These guys all came here just to look at what happened. I noticed Uljana and Alisa in the crowd. And it looks like our camp leader noticed them too. "You too. Come here." They approached reluctantly. "Why always me?" "If you think so." "Show me your hands, Alisa." "What's wrong with them?" I looked closer and saw that they were smeared with black. "Now it's clear. What did you make a bomb with?" The junior terrorist seemed to hesitate over whether or not to confess, but then blurted out proudly, "Activated carbon, yes, salpeter and sulfur." "Why exactly the monument? What did this honored man ever do to you? The fighter for the rights of..." "Huh." "Besides, he gave me activated carbon." She pointed at me with her finger. The whole square stared at me. Thoughts about the pointlessness of this act due to the small bomb size left me at that very moment. "She stole it! I did nothing!" "Even if he gave it to you, I'm sure that Semyon would never take part in such disgusting antisocial act." Yes, exactly," I agreed. I could hardly imagine how long she would have kept on scolding Alisa if Electronic hadn't popped out at that very moment, shouting, "Like, for real, if that happened, like anywhere in the world, and I'm pretty sure in a pioneer camp as well, that would have gone so much to the police." Like, so much. I found it! Everyone turned towards him. He held a boot in his hand. "Here!" Electronic boastfully shook it over his head. "It's Zurich boot." "Okay, calm down. Tell us in detail where you found it." "In the forest. On the way to the old camp." Whispers rang among the pioneers. "Old camp. The old camp. Are you sure?" "Absolutely." "What's so special about this old camp?" I joined in the conversation. "It's nothing special, really," she stammered. "One of the Soviet legends tells the story of a young camp leader's ghost living there. She fell in love with a pioneer, but he rejected her, and so she killed herself." "She committed harakiri with a kitchen knife." I don't know if that was a thing in the Soviet Union as well. "Next day, that boy was hit by a bus." I mean, if people from the Soviet Union knew what harakiri is. Oljana ran out of the crowd. "Bus?" I refrained from asking about the route number. "But science doesn't acknowledge the existence of ghosts, so we have nothing to be afraid of. Anyway, somebody should go there." Suddenly the crowd started to thin out. "Olga, it's almost night. Maybe tomorrow?" I turned around and saw Slavia and Lena. What if at night something happens to him? No, today, right now. "By the way, where is this place?" Electronic roughly described to me the directions and told me the story of the old camp. The camp leader looked at me attentively. If you think that you're the only man here. Hey, we're in the Soviet Union. That doesn't count. That is no excuse. I looked around the area. Of course. Electronic was quick to flee. What? His friend is in danger and he flees? Well, you're a shitty friend. I still didn't want to walk in the woods alone. If you ask me, I would... Well, at least this time I can decide. First, damn it. Sorry. There we go. Okay, first of all, save you once again. Damn it, I shouldn't have given that girl the goddamn activated coal. Well, yeah, let's go with Slavia, because why not? I mean, does it really matter in this case? Doesn't really. So I can just decide whoever I want. Yeah, fuck you. I guess maybe going with... Oh, I can't go with Olga. With Lena, with Uljana, with Slavia, or with Alisa. Well, then I would go with Slavia, definitely. I'll go with him. Very well. Okay. Very well. Oh, same thing. Very well, it's better together. Are you sure? Asked Slavia in a whisper. I wanted to be sure, but she didn't answer. She just smiled. I looked speechlessly at Slavia for some time. Why is she always helping me? Very good. Good luck then, both of you. We'll need it. Oh, that was him. We'll need it. The camp leader and the other girls said their goodbyes and went their own ways. I was quite surprised that they're treating our night walk through the forest to the abandoned camp as something normal. There we go. Well, it can't really be helped. Wait a minute. I'll bring a flashlight. A flashlight, sure. While I was waiting for Slavia, I had a strange thought. Why is she always so kind, sympathetic, and ready to help? Why did she offer to go with me to God knows where? It's always the quiet ones. Should I be concerned about her? I'm back. Well, I'm not concerned, to be honest. With a smile, Slavia gave me a flashlight. Shall we go? From what Electronic told us, the old building was built right after the war. It looked like a kindergarten, or like a barracks I expected, and definitely could hold less pioneers than today's camp. It had been abandoned for about 20 years. It was now totally dark. It seemed like the forest was afraid of us, as we were of it. Trees politely moved away, grouping at the sides of the path, and patiently watching us. An owl hooted somewhere far away, but more quietly than usual. I wasn't afraid walking next to Slavia. Probably in any other situation, even in the real world, I would be too scared to go into a forest without a proper path. I mean, you're saving a dude, man. I'm... Like, for real, excuse me. If I was about to save anybody, I would walk through fire. Maybe not. Maybe not, okay. But you know what? But I would walk through a fucking forest. Well, he's a pansy, but I tried to get rid of these thoughts. Although it was strange, Slavia probably soothed my self-preservation instinct, and my sense of reality was blunted. If it continues this way, I'll jump towards some beast with a smile on my face. You're not afraid at all, are you? Meaning? Slavia turned round, looked at me, smiling in a strange way, either with misunderstanding or with gentle mockery. Or maybe I was just seeing things. Well, night, the forest, the old camp. Yes, it sort of gives me the chills. Just sort of? Are you afraid? No. Well, yes. But it's a natural human reaction in this kind of situation. Why are you telling her? I wouldn't be telling her. I didn't want to show my fear, but I wasn't really scared. I just felt that being scared is what I should be in a situation like this. It was like my body had stopped producing antibodies to fight against an infection. I was scared, not by the night forest, but by the fact that I was reacting to everything that was happening in the wrong way. On the other hand, I didn't want to make a fool of myself. I see. Slavia smiled again and continued walking. The path, surrounded by trees and bushes, was becoming more narrow. The deeper we went into the forest, the less clearly we could see the moon. For a moment, clouds hid the moon, and everything was submerged into almost pitch-black darkness. Whoa, that is really pitch-black. Oh, okay, I closed my eyes tight, and when I opened them, the moon had taken its place again, and painted the world in the bright white colors of its night shroud. I only just realized how much I hate the dark. Finally, a clear space appeared, far away ahead, and a minute later we were standing at the edge of a forest glade. Oh yeah, that just looks a little bit haunted. There was a ramshackle old camp building, eroded by rain, rust and beetles. It smiled at us with broken windows, like a gap-toothed mouth. A silent rebuke from the dead to the living could be read in the smile. The cemetery fog clouded the whole gate, so ghosts, ghouls, zombies, devils, and other evil entities seemed to loom from the haze. The sight was enough to give the average person a heart attack, or at least a panic attack. If Slavia hadn't taken my hand, I surely wouldn't have been able to stand it. So, bad Clawfinger. That's the way I roll. At least in this playthrough. So, thank you everybody for watching. Come back if you want to see the spooky, scary house. I'm wondering if something supernatural happens. I mean, this is a supernatural situation. Maybe something supernatural happens. We'll see about that. But right for now, we won't. Because we will in the next part. So, see you then. Bye bye.